can switch to 5G if I wanted to, but there is really no reason to. When you're at home, you should have the Wi-Fi enabled and connect to Wi-Fi only. It's really useful when you're outside and you need to send messages or make a call. You can make a call through a messaging app instead of an actual call, or a video call. You can make a video call. Or when you're at home and there is no internet, the 5G is a nice option to go through. When there is no Wi-Fi internet, it will switch automatically to the 5G. When there is home internet, when there is an internet connection through the Wi-Fi, it will use the Wi-Fi and not the mobile data. So you can have both of them enabled all the time. But if you have a weak Wi-Fi network and it might disconnect sometimes, be careful that the Wi-Fi could disconnect and it switches to the 5G or 4G, and then it might use your data. If that happens, the data might be used more and you wouldn't know it. For this, it's good to have app restrictions. So you will have some apps that are heavy on data usage. For example, YouTube. If you're watching videos on YouTube, you might want to have that on restricted to not to be able to use the mobile data if you have a plan with a lower limit. So you can set limits. You can set apps to use mobile data or Wi-Fi only, or mobile data preferred, even if that's what you wanted. Other than the data usage menu, you can go back to the connections tab and mobile networks. So here I have mobile networks. I can enable VO LTE. So this will use 4G calling. This will make the calls from the phone better quality, from what I understand. And supposedly you don't need to have a mobile plan for this. This is all part of the network, and by default is off. So I would suggest you contact your mobile network provider and ask them if you will be charged to use this. I think it depends on each network provider, and if they say they don't charge you, you could enable it without any issues. You can also change the network mode from 5G, 4G, 3G, 2G to 4G, 3G, 2G, and also basically here you disable 5G with the first option is all the options. Here the first option has all the connection types. The second option disables 5G. The second option disables 5G, the third option disables 4G and 5G. And then the last two options, I don't know why you would want to use, maybe the last option. The last two options, I believe, they are only for areas where the signal is very weak, and you might want to try to disable 4G and 5G. This is basically a way to connect in remote areas. And there are settings for access point names, but this usually you don't need to change it anymore. And the network operators, you will set it automatically for your own network. If you are in roaming, you could